So the Classroom Mode app, which you can download and play alongside your Minecraft games, allows the teacher to do some controlling of the environment which the students are playing in. So I've already found my server, which actually is on a different computer. I'm logged in here as a student in the game. So you'll be able to see what effect the Classroom Mode has on that student. So if I log into that server, I simply click on it and it connects. Then you can see my student mode over here. So at the moment I've got my student, that's this teal colored block, and the teacher is right underneath is the blue block over there. And you can see in the top of the screen the coordinates of where the cursor is in the world. So this really helps you to be able to see some things happening in the world. Okay, so here's my student looking around. If I take that student under the player roster over here and move that student to a different position, so just click on his name, I get a little icon, I hold down my mouse button, and I plonk him somewhere else, you'll see that my student has now been placed in a new location in the world. So I can teleport my students to wherever I want them to go using that command. I can also send messages to my students. So my students up the top of the screen, top left-hand side of the screen, it's very tiny at the moment for some other reason. Students will be able to see the let's see if that helps. Right. So students will be able to see at the top of the screen the message that I have sent them. So at the top left-hand corner of the screen, you see there the message that I have sent. On the teacher or the Classroom Mode portal, in the top left-hand corner over here is a button which I can press to get a drop-down menu, and that drop-down menu gives me some further controls. So this one is fall damage, so I can prevent my students from being hurt when they fall. I can prevent player versus player violence, so they can't hurt each other or kill each other. Drowning damage, I can turn on and off. Fire damage, I can turn on and off. And this very useful button over here, which is called Global Pause. So if I pause the game, you'll see on the left-hand side, the student is not able to continue with the game. So if I need to give an instruction or I need to stop the game for some other reason, that is a useful tool to have. And then at all times, I can see where my students are and how they're moving around in the game. I believe this over here is my spawn point. So that's the Classroom Mode and how we can make it work with our games. Just having a quick look back at the login screen. So servers that I have already connected will come up here. I can add a new server by putting in the IP address of the server. And you can see over here how I get the IP address. If I'm in a game and I press escape, I get the IP address of the current world that is playing at that time. So if I need the IP address of the server, I can simply do that. I then just type that IP address in there where it says address. I can give the server any name I like. The other way to connect is to go into the waiting room, and there is a command which you then simply go and type into the Minecraft game, into the command line in the Minecraft game, and that should connect you to the Classroom Mode console as well.